Oh shit, we're live already. Sick. Cool. What up, what up? What is up? Okay. Oh shit. I didn't even see that. God damn. Will she survive it? I don't know. I have not failed one of these yet though, so. She is pretty low though. There we go. I really just needed gold anyway. These tattoos are the shit. In the private league, these things sell for a bunch. Especially the Herald one. Everybody's running that Herald stacker. So we're just leveling up this character right now, so we're not even really... I've never played an Earthshatter build before, ever. This is interesting. Whoops. Did not mean to do that. Okay, cool. So we got that. Let's see. Where is the Herald? Cool. Yo, yo, what up, Clinton? Long time no see, man. How you been? I'll try to do this, I guess. I don't know. Let's just alk it. Alk and go. I need to get a, I need to get a 6-link body armor. I think I can get one now. But I need to get a provisioning wound gift that's above level 72, I think is the break point for the 6 links. Yeah, dude. PoE1, man. That's it. I'm about to have a debate with our boy Talkative Try on Wednesday. Now let's do 75 and see if they're just the same price. Yep. Wait. Yep. Same price. Oh, it's going to take all my graph blood anyway. Okay. So what we should probably do, let me double check this real quick, but I'm almost positive that the next axe that I can get is going to be level 84. I'm pretty sure. Let's see, two-handed axe. So the next one is at... Oh, no, 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 no. I need to get a... do I need to get a Vol axe? Yeah, I do need to get a Vol axe. That's what I need. Okay. See if we can roll it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna, we got the debate scheduled for Wednesday. Should be fun. I mean, obviously, I never take any of this shit that seriously, dude. I just had, I feel a little bit strongly about this one, though. Okay, so we need to get dex requirements. Okay. So we need to reduce chance for fires, okay. Links, definitely. Reduce chance for caster. No, we can't roll caster mods on an axe. So we want to do less chance for critical. Okay, and then we want to do... Can't roll... Axes can't roll mana modifiers, can they? I don't think they can. Oh, they can. Oh shit! You can get a gain mana per enemy killed. Okay, I didn't think about that. Right. Okay, so we still want that. No mana. No, I can't even remember how you showed me to do it. I farmed a mage blood through doing heist though. I always get my mage blood through doing heist. Okay, so we want to remove the life modifiers off of here. Okay, we can get rid of this. This is fine. Attack speed. No, we don't want chaos. We want fizz modifiers. So let's go fizz. Okay, then we need to remove, we got 1 point left. So we could do increased chance for strength requirements. And then we need to remove one more thing. Okay, we'll remove this. And then we'll have increased chance for dex. Okay, that should give us axes. No, Muzz, I don't have a goal for it, man. I'm just messing around. Kind of like, I have an idea though, dude. I have a really good idea for a Path of Exile 2 build. I just have to get myself up to running the campaign again. But I have actually a really good idea for it, and nobody's doing it. And so I might hop over and just make the build. It'll take me a couple days to put it together. I already have a bunch of currency, but it'll take me a little bit to put it together. But oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. I forgot to change the top tree. That's so funny. I'm cooked. Too tired. Yeah, I'm just fucking around, dude. Just, you know, not really taking it too seriously at this point. Damn it, those have resistances on them. Those actually might be kind of good. No, they won't. Never mind. All right. Those probably sell. I gotta go get more graph blood now. I keep getting really good shipments in from the from King's March, which is pretty wild. I've been coming up just on tattoos alone, dude. The tattoos sell for a bunch of chaos orbs because it's a private league. Let's put I'm gonna put these in here for 20 and see if they sell. I'm about to take all the rest of this shit out. This shit's just been sitting in here. It's not gonna sell. I'll put it in the disenchanter. Okay, we can go run. Oh, I gotta go get my I gotta go get my 4th ascendancy too. Yeah, no, it's a good move, dude. Straight up. I mean, I have a really good idea that I want to test in PoE 1 too with an Inquisitor. But the thing is 3.28 is going to come up, and I think, at least I'm hoping, that they change the meta a bit. So I think a lot of skills are going to get changed. Because they've been talking about, like, really shaking up the meta in the game. And I don't know what exactly that's going to look like, but it might be, it might not be worth it. You know what I mean? I hope it is, dude, because if it's not, man, people are going to be pretty upset because everybody's just thinking right now that that this game's getting like put on the back shelf for PoE 2. And a lot of the like PoE 1 purists, like, they're not really happy about that. Me included. I mean, I want this game to be like updated, you know, like a fat update. I want to play with some new builds, fuck around. Hopefully they changed a lot of the ascendancies too. That's what I'm hoping they do. Wow, okay. Interesting. Well, we're going to debate about it on Wednesday, so you'll have plenty of time to, or you have time to let me make my point better, as opposed to his point. And you can be the judge of who wins the debate. I think I have a pretty strong case. Oh, you did? Okay. I haven't seen it. Let me see. A lot of people wrote like fucking essays on this video, dude, so see, this is the thing. People think I don't like the game. That's not even the case. I said that multiple times in the video too. It's not that I don't like the game, dude. It's just I think that... Oh, okay. All right. I think I know which one it was. It's not that I don't like the game. That's not it at all. I'm just the type of player who plays multiple alt characters, and it's impossible for me to do that in the game. I don't have the time to do it. So I can play like one, maybe two characters per league, and I just get burned out, dude. That campaign is just atrocious, dude. It's so bad. Just the amount of things that they put into the game that waste your time. Like, it seems to be on purpose, right? Like, I'll give you an example. The perfect example is in Act 2. Act 2, you go to the thing, right? The whatever you call it, like the big cart that's moving in the desert. Caravan, that was the word I was looking for. And you go there, and then there's that quest, right? And you have to move the caravan, a loading screen, right? Loading screen pops up, you move the caravan, you open it up, you go out, you just run to the wall, talk to somebody, and then you run back to the caravan. Literally nothing else happens. And I know that's only like 30 seconds to a minute, but there are multiple instances of this stuff in the game where it's just a blatant waste of time. And it seems like it's engineered that way on purpose. Like, there's something about the game where they want it just to be slow. It's like artificially slow, though. I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, no, you're right. It's hard for me. I think I'm explaining that right? Like, artificially slow is like a good way to put it, I think. It'd be one thing, dude, if it was like, oh man, I got to go do this. Now I got to go do this. And it was like you were interacting with the game and it would just took a long time. That's fine. Like, games are like that, dude. I don't have a problem with that. It's when it's like you have to do a bunch of things or like run this way and then you hit a dead end. There's no checkpoint. So then you have to run all the way back and like, oh shit, my resistances aren't up. I died. Now the whole area resets again. And then you got to go all the way back through that whole area, that long ass area that you just ran through. It's like, dude, dying is like a 30-minute mistake in that game, in the campaign. If you don't hit a checkpoint, that is, you know. But just the fact that they added checkpoints alone, dude, makes me feel like they know the game, the game is too large. The maps are too big. Like, what other reason would they have to add checkpoints? Like, the maps should do the maps need to be cut like by like 30%. Full stop. Just across the board. I'm not talking about like just Act 1 or Act 2. Nothing in particular. Just 30% across the board. Just, you know, cut them, dude. And then the other thing too. Right, exactly, dude. That's what I've been saying, man. That's right. Okay. So then you agree with me, dude. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You don't agree with me then? Oh, you mean like just like the general point, like just the fact that the golden age is over, you mean? Oh, okay. Well, here's my argument, dude, and this is just my argument in a nutshell. My argument in a nutshell is this. Path of Exile 2 has created like a brand new player base for Path of Exile 1. How many times have you played a game and you're like, God damn, dude, this game's awesome. And it's like a sequel, and you're like, dude, I want to check out the original, right? So you go do that. Like, dude, it's because there's already like a dedicated fan base for PoE 1, but I think with Path of Exile 2, people want to check out the original. So I think that Path of Exile 1 is not losing players. Other than like the Settlers drama. And on top of that, Path of Exile 2 is going to drive more players to go play that when PoE 1 releases a new league. And it's not like, dude, it'd be one thing if the player count on a league launch for PoE 1. Why do you say that? Somebody made a comment about the my numbers being off in the video, and he was like accounting. I didn't have really time to read it. I was like working and shit. Right. So yeah, but somebody had said that my sorry, I misread what you just said. My somebody said my numbers were off. And I don't think that was you that said it, but they wrote like a long thing. I didn't have time to read it. Like, dude, it's gotten... I can't believe how many comments that video's gotten already. It's pretty crazy, actually. Dude, I posted that video last night and like instantly had like 30 comments. Normally my videos don't get that. So it was pretty wild. Right, yeah, I guess so, huh? I don't usually do that though. I think it's lazy. I find it to be a little bit lazy to react to. So somebody else made the video, they put in the work, and then somebody else just gives their opinion on it. Just kind of, you know. I feel really strongly about this. I think I'm right about it. I think that the golden age is just beginning. I think it would be absolutely stupid for them to give up on Path of Exile 1 or put 20% as Tri put it in the video. Because not only that, right? You got to imagine how many players, if they, let's say they made, what up, Fernando? Yeah, right. Somebody's already polarizing. Correct. So imagine this, right? Imagine what percentage of the PoE2 player base do you think are PoE1 players? Like people that play PoE1 a lot. What percentage of that? %, right? Now imagine, what percentage of those people do you think would just quit playing altogether if they just fucked off PoE1? And they're like, you know, too bad, we're just going to develop PoE2. You know, dude, you know that there are a lot of people out there that would just be fucking pissed about that. And they yeah, exactly, dude. No, I can blame them, Fernando. I can blame them 100%. So think about that. Do you think they're really going to do that and sacrifice 30% of their player base in PoE2? Come on, man. I don't think they would do that. I don't think that that's stupid. I think what they need to do, dude, is they just need to treat Path of Exile 2, as I said in the video, like an early access game, dude, and just update it. Just update it, little bits in here and there, like, oh, here's an update. Oh, we made a bigger update here every week. Just fix small things, little tweaks. Oh, we buffed these skills. Everybody gets free respecs once a week or whatever. You know what I mean? They just need to treat it like that. I think the game would be a lot healthier. Yeah, 100% it was their biggest mistake. For sure. A lot of people felt like they got boned, dude, like with the with not getting their graphical expansion for Path of Exile 1. Because that's what they were promised, you know? Hold up, I gotta turn my air conditioning on, dude. It's getting hot in here. I had the broiler on, dude. I made chicken parmesan, so it's like hot as fuck in my apartment right now. Yeah, dude, they're gonna do what they want at the end of the day, of course. But you know what, dude? I'm gonna voice my opinion on it. And guess what, dude? I never plan on having Jonathan on my podcast, so I'm not really worried about how he feels about my opinion. I can speak my mind freely. And I'm not saying that to take a shot at Try. I'm just saying, like, I would never have to worry about that, so. Dude, this Slam character is kind of fun. I've never played a Slam build in this game. Like, I played one to get through the campaign, but never an endgame. Right, exactly. They gotta, like, it's like playing office politics, you know? Because he's kind of like a GGG partner a little bit, because he always does the interviews with developers and stuff. So it's kind of like being a partner with grinding your games, I guess. But me, I don't have to be politically correct at all. Right. Yeah, I don't really care, dude. I mean, I have like a really good job, bro. Like I work for myself. You know what I mean? I'm really blessed, dude. I have a badass job, and like, I don't plan on doing streaming or content creation full time. So I can kind of just treat this as a hobby. You know what I mean? All right, let's bombard these motherfuckers. Let's go. Damn. No. Holy shit. I'm not gonna survive it. She's not gonna survive it. Oh, she did. Nice. Now I'm gonna die on the way out. Watch. I don't even know where to go, dude. Where the fuck do I go? I hate escaping this fortress, dude. This thing is so goddamn annoying. Yep, I knew that shit was gonna happen. Oh well. People don't like this. They simply lack knowledge. Yeah, well the thing is, dude, is Path of Exile 1 is Path of Exile 1's very intimidating for people for some reason. And I think it's because I think ultimately what it is just like the barrier to entry is very high. But if you just sit there and like dissect it piece by piece, like Connor had a really good analogy, like the pillar analogy. I don't know if you saw that podcast, how he talked about it. But it's like you just like kind of build your foundation with these pillars of knowledge. So you just want to like, okay, I'm going to learn about this league. Okay, I'm going to learn about this. Okay, now I'm going to learn about this. And then over time, you eventually get like, you know, like a really solid foundation of knowledge in the game. Right. Yeah, a lot of people get intimidated by it. Alright, dude, I need to get a 6-link, I need to get a 6-link, I need to get 6-link armor. Right. No, you're right, you're absolutely right. That's what they want to do. we need to... I need to get a 6-link body armor with all red sockets. Let's see. What do I have on here? I need to get at least fire and lightning res. I think I need to get at least 30 and 30. Let's see. Oh, this one's good right here. Nice. Let's take this shit. Not even the systems in the game. It's pretty easy that people prefer to. Yeah, no, I agree with that, dude. I 100% agree with that. I don't really think that's a hot take at all, to be honest with you. I think that's an actually insanely rational take. I think the barrier to entry is way lower for Path of Exile 2. Things feel more intuitive. The skill tree feels more intuitive. Even though the skill tree is really not good in that game, but it's very intuitive. Like, you don't have to guess where you need to go. In this game, there's all sorts of shit that you, like, when you first look at this, you're like, whoa, what does all this shit do? And then you have the masteries, which make it a little bit more complex, or a lot more complex. And then on top of that, you have the cluster jewels. Like, dude, there's just so many different things you could do with this tree. It's a work of art, in my opinion. And I don't know why they diverted from this design. I don't understand it. Like, they could have taken this design, made it a little bit more intuitive for players, and not, like, the PoE2 tree feels gutted. Right. Exactly. I feel, dude, you're basically taking the words right out of my mouth. I 100% agree with you on all of that. The animations, dude, are absolutely absurd in that game. All right, I need to get, let's see, we need to craft some flasks. That was a sapphire, amethyst. Okay, he has a topaz here. Is this 84? Okay. And then we need to get a ruby flask, but he does not have one. Okay. They took an AI prompt and said, take PoE1 and make... Dude, that... Imagine if they really did that. That would be really fucking funny. Alright, Grok. Take Path of Exile 1's tree and make it easier to understand. Imagine. That shit would be so funny. Whoops. Let's see if we can roll it. Nope. I hope they don't maintenance mode it, dude. I hope you are very, very wrong about that. No offense, but I just hope you're very wrong about it. Damn, somebody try to sell us for a divine? Fuck. I'm gonna try to sell it. I'll just buy another one. That was a good roll. I always love crafting my own flasks. Oh, that's not tier 1, huh? It's tier 3. Jesus. No, 100%, Aaron. You're right. It is engineered so you don't blast through it. But the funny thing is that people still just blast through it. Like, it doesn't... I don't know how to explain it, dude. Like... It feels like we are fighting against Jonathan Rogers' ego is what it feels like when you're playing that game. And I don't know the dude, obviously. Like, I don't know him in real life. But that's a weird thing to me. Like, why... I don't know. I think you know what I'm getting at, though. It's just fucking weird. Like, you have this player base, dude, that obviously enjoys Path of Exile 1, and I know that they wanted to open it up to, like, a broader audience, but I don't know, dude. Right, they don't, dude. Well, here's the thing, dude. The weird thing is like his take on crafting, Jonathan's take on like crafting and like why they nerfed or removed the Omen of Homogenization out was that he said he didn't want players to think about affixes on the items like that. Like to where you have to like figure out what to block. But dude, that's what makes Path of Exile 1 so good is that crafting system. It rewards you for having game knowledge and like it incentivizes you to like figure stuff out in the game. And I mean, it's really on them, dude, for forcing people to use third-party websites to figure that kind of stuff out. Because I think that's what they don't like. Go ahead, shoot it. What's your take? Let's hear it. Oh shit, I don't have glass blowers. Fuck. Okay, so for 90 chaos. Let's put it in here for 80. Right, exactly. Yeah, that was my point as well. Well, here's the weird thing, right? 50%, or no, I'm sorry, 100% of the crafts in PoE2 are just spamming chaos orbs, dude, because you're trying to get one affix on there, so there's no deterministic way to do it. So you just have to like calculate how many chaos spams is it going to take. What is the difference between spamming alterations, scouring, all that shit on a base? What's the difference between that and picking up 1,000 bases and trying to spam 1,000 chaos orbs on it? I don't see what the difference is. You're still just sitting there spamming currency on a base. So, and most people do, they just trade for the items that they want. They don't even, you know. Alterations? Really? Interesting. Very, very interesting. I'd like to hear this. Yeah, scours are. Let's see if the glass blowers changed in price. Oh, they're only 1 chaos now. Nice. All right, we're going to have to play Flask Piano for now. In fact, what I'll do is I'll automate this one only. All right. We got to get our ascendancy too. Right, yeah. Well, that's the thing, dude. That's what's weird. What is the difference? So this is the thing nobody can answer me. What is the difference between picking up 100 bases or spamming 100 alteration orbs? What's the difference? You know what the difference is for me? Stash space. And what do they sell? Stash space. That seems like it's a monetization tactic. And I know that's me putting my tinfoil hat on, but that's what it feels like. See, that's the thing, dude. That's why I will never get an interview with Jonathan, is because I will ask those questions. Not in a disrespectful way, but just in a pressing manner, because he needs to be, somebody needs to press up on that dude and be like, yo, what's up with this, man? Like, this seems weird. Why is it like this? Why were we given a reveal before and it looked like the game was way more fluid, like you were just in and out of combat, like the game was a lot faster. That would make sense for combos, right? And now we don't have any of that. Like, whose decision was it to do that? I would love to find out the answer to that. Damn, I'm not gonna be able to kill that dude. There's too many essences. Zizarin came real close, dude, to asking him questions like that, but then the interview turned all like hostile and weird, and he kind of backed off after that. Because Jonathan was getting like super defensive about the game. Which, I mean, I get it, dude, that's his like project and shit, but he has to understand he's making a product at the same time. He's not just making like a project for himself that is in his basement or something, you know? He's selling a product to people, and if the majority of your customers aren't enjoying the product, then you got to change something. and I don't know, it might not be the majority of people, right? But it's a good, it's a very vocal minority for sure. Right. No, that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, most people are just casual, right? Like they're not really thinking about it like we are. They probably just log in, fuck around, then they gotta go take care of their kids or something. Right. You're 100% correct about that, buddy. Alright, I need to get a better ring. With 40 lighting. Int. Let's see if I can get this ring real quick. So I gotta make this this skill cost less. Damn. There's only one of these on the market, huh? I need more gold to get that ring anyway. Yeah, yeah. You're 100% correct. So you've been playing Path of Exile for a very long time then, correct? Okay, yeah, okay. So then maybe you can answer this question. When they talk about the vision, right? The vision is a meme, like basically now, right? But when they're talking about the vision, are they talking about Jonathan wanting to make PoE 1 like have meaningful combat? Is that what they mean by that? Because I've never really heard anybody explain it. I know that you guys have gone through this like a few times. I'm still relatively new to the PoE space. I've only been playing for a few years. But when they talk, it's a meme from Chris? Okay. Then why do people always bring it up with Jonathan? Jonathan's vision. He does say that a lot though. That's what I'm saying, dude. That was my point in the video. Dude. You can't have meaningful combat in an ARPG. It doesn't work that way, dude. Not in meaningful combat in the sense that they're talking about. Right, yeah. Oh, okay. Because I always, because Jorgen had brought it up before on his podcast. They were kind of talking about it, but then they got off the topic. But he was saying that Jonathan's been wanting to make PoE 1 have like meaningful combat for a while, and they've gone through like several cycles where they tried to do that, and it would just failed every time. At least that's the gist that I got from what he had said. I could be 100% wrong about that. It came out during crafting, vision crafting might be. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I just don't see how it would be possible for them to, when you're being swarmed by mobs, I don't see how you can even make like combo gameplay work very well. It just doesn't seem like, and then forcing players to use combos is kind of weird. Like it should just be something optional that you do. To be like the combos in the game should just be like optional, right? Like you shouldn't be forced. Like you're not going to do no damage if you don't do a combo, but it should be like you should be incentivized to use them. Like on bosses though, not like during when you're fighting packs. Like I don't know. Yeah, no, they could do that for sure, but then people would, I think, would hate it, don't you think? I don't think it would be PoE at that point if you just like nerf pack size by that much. Like if you're nerfing pack size that much, dude, holy shit. I don't know, dude. I don't think people would play. I don't know. I could be wrong on that. I'm sure some people would obviously play the game, but I just mean like I think they would lose a lot of people if they did that. exit. Come on, come on. Nope, it's right. Found it. Nope, not that way. I had no idea that the tower even damaged you before. I was moving so goddamn fast with my other character. I had no idea that that thing damages you. Yeah, I made a slammer, dude. I just wanted to fuck around. I've never really played a slam build all the way up until the end game, I guess. Oh, damn, I need to get new graphs. Holy shit. That was a waste. Alright, let's go try to get a Vol axe real quick. No, I don't really have a... I haven't adjusted my filter, sorry. I know it's annoying. I didn't take the time to change it. In fact, I should change it now. I could go put on my old filter. I put this one on because it's less strict. And I just didn't, like... It's like the campaign filter, so I didn't, you know... Let's see, where is it? That'll be better. Okay, here we go. Nothing showed up. Damn, it was all shot. All shot. T1 fire res. Oh, it's tier 2, never mind. I was gonna say that would have been really good. Would have at least sold for something. I need to get better graphs, so the next time I do that, I don't waste a bunch of graph blood. Alright, what can we do? Let's do this. Alright, at least we got that upgraded. Yeah, yeah, Guy, I don't know, dude. If they nerfed it like that to where it was just like 3 or 4 mobs, I don't know, dude. I think a lot of people wouldn't play. I mean, what's the consensus? I mean, I don't know, Fernando, would you play a game like that? If it was PoE, just had like 3 or 4 mobs in it? Like, I don't know. I don't think I would. I think people would find it boring. I don't know. Maybe I'm out of touch with that. I don't know. Right, that's what I'm saying. It's just not Path of Exile at that point. Yeah, so do I, dude. I love decimating screens. That's why I play the game, dude. I feel like a god. Oh, okay. Right, exactly, and that was my whole point, dude. When you're talking about like, making it to where, like, when you're talking about making it to where you have to combo in big packs like that, it just doesn't work. So make it to where if you really want to put combos in the game, put it to where like when you're fighting a boss, like you can't just one-shot the boss and you have to fight him. Make it to where they have like, I know it's annoying to do like invulnerability stages, but you kind of have to do that in a game like this when you have like so many multipliers. People just figure out how to do absurd amounts of damage. You're going to have to make it to where the bosses can't just be one-tapped, and then make it to where you still get like a, like you're incentivized to use combos on the boss. You would just do so much more damage. You could do it like that. Yeah, combos on bosses for sure, but not in the game. And then the other thing too is, okay, so did you see Captain Lance's reverse chill build? The one with like 70% skill speed or whatever it was, something absurd. Dude, as soon as he came out with that build, the price of that item went up so much, which shows you that there's a high demand, dude, for moving fast. That's how that works. Am I correct in that, saying that? Like, doesn't that show you that most people would like to, at least a good amount, to affect the economy like that? Like that? Yeah, they're super fun, dude. When you have everything like automated, you only have to hit one button and it just, you know, attack animations to move now. Right. Yeah, I know, dude. You're right. 100%. That's exactly what they want. They just don't know it. It's funny because people just become tribalized over this, which is really weird. The game's still in early access, dude. Like, I don't understand what all this vitriol towards PoE 1's about. Like, Homeboy had that epic crash out, dude. That shit was so wild to me. Oh, man, that shit was crazy, dude. Yeah, dude, Warloop's fun. Yeah, it's very fun. That is a very fun build to play. There's so many cool builds that you can make in Path of Exile 1 that I feel like you would just never be able to make in PoE 2. There's too many restrictions in the game. Like, the weapon restrictions are pretty wild. Like, why can't you use Falling Thunder with a mace, right? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, thematically, why can't you shoot bolts out of your crossbow and use some of the bow skills? Like, I don't know. Some of this stuff feels like really, really restrictive for like no reason. In Path of Exile 1, it's like can be used with like a sword, a mace, an axe, or unarmed or whatever. In PoE 2, we don't get any of that. It's like, it's just, that's the weapon and then that's it. You can't use it on anything else. They say adding limits adds creativity. I don't think it does. And you saw that with the skill gem changes. Exactly. Yeah, we basically just almost said that at the same time. That's exactly what happened with the support gem changes. I can't run that one. Reflect Fizz. And we're running out of maps. Fuck, I can't run that yet. Yeah, no, they're gonna... It's, yeah, dude, I'm not... Obviously not drawing any conclusions. The game's still in early access. People using the industry, something Vince says a lot. Creators of Breaking Bad. You're right. Sells into a corner first, then they find a way out. I think GG and JR are trying this. Huh. That's an interesting take. I never thought of it like that. That would be interesting if that's what they were doing, but don't you think that's a little bit risky to do that? I don't know, Muzz. Do you think you don't think it's a little bit risky doing it that way? Because don't you risk losing a lot of the player base? Like, let's say you do that, right? You add a bunch of restrictions. People play the game. They don't like the restrictions, right? They bounce. What's the chance they come back? I don't even know what that is. Like, do players come back to games that they? What's the percentage of those players? If they don't like a video game, Diablo 4 is like the perfect example of that. Like, a lot of people just wrote that game off, you know? So, I don't know. The other thing too, dude, bro, is the ascendancies, man. Like, I don't know what is going on with the ascendancies and why they're so generic, but I really hope that's not what the finished product looks like. Not at all. Dude, I was just looking at, like, when you level up like a Templar, and you go get Conviction of Power, and you first ascend to being a Hierophant. Dude, it's one of the most busted fucking ascendancy nodes in the game, dude. It's like you feel so much more powerful, dude. And in that game, you do not. You're like, oh, is it even worth like ascending? I mean, you could pretty much just do the game unascended. It doesn't make that big of a difference. But then again, like you look at ascendancies like the Blood Mage. Dude, the Blood Mage has some pretty busted shit on their on its tree, but it's like the only one that's like, or one of the only ones that's like that. Aside from like the Deadeye or like, you know, the Ranger ascendancies, but there's too many ascendancies in the game that give you skills. Right? Like, I don't know, and the skills are kind of weak. Like, I don't really see the point in picking most of them. Now, I'm not saying that they're all useless at all. I'm just saying, like, most of them, I don't really see, like, I don't see very many people making builds around the ascendancy skills. Maybe that was their point of doing it that way. They didn't want people doing that or something. Bro, okay. Guy, I'm just talking out loud here, brother. I'm just, you know, I'm not trying to shit on PoE 2. I'm just, you know, just talking out loud, having a discussion. You know, I'm not trying to attack the game. I'm just saying things that I just think that need to change. Yeah, the bloodlines weren't that good. In fact, you know what we're going to do right now? We're going to go run some heist. I want to go run some heist. I got to find where my mage blood's at. I know. I'm just saying, dude. I'm not like, I'm not trying to, I don't want to attack. I don't want you to feel like I'm attacking the game because I'm really not trying to. I'm just kind of throwing my 2 cents out there. Where the fuck is my mage blood at? Damn. See, look. This is how many characters I played this league. Look at this. Now, I know they're like, there's no level 100s here. But look, 93, 93, 94, 94, 96, 93. Like, this is what I would like to do in Path of Exile 2. But I just can't do it, dude. I can't get myself to run the campaign that many times. Is my mage blood in my stash? It better not be in my stash. I'm going to feel like a dummy. No, it's not. Okay, where is it? Dude, I literally cannot even remember what character I have my mage blood on. I think it might be this one. Yes, okay, I found it. This accuracy stacker was pretty fucking wild, dude. That was a cool build. All right, here we go, dude. Look at this. See, you'll never be able to move like this in Path of Exile 2. Ever. Yeah, man, I get that, dude. No, it makes sense. But I think that there's a real fine line when you're doing that, right? Like you obviously don't want it to be the only choice for certain skills and stuff. Like you don't want minions to only be Necromancer and Guardian, right? You want there to be some nuance to it, but like when you make them like underwhelming like that, I don't know, dude. It doesn't feel good. That's why if you look at like the build diversity is pretty good actually this league, but most leagues it's not. It hasn't been. I mean, it's just been like, it's just been like Blood Mage and Deadeye pretty much. Fuck, I do that all the time, dude. All right. There's a full reveal, nice. What's the percent? What does the numbers look like on PoE Ninja? I haven't even checked, like for the league in as a whole. I thought it looked kind of healthy last time I checked it, but I could be wrong. I thought the build diversity was at least better than last league. There's still a gang of people, though, that just play Blood Mage, dude, because it's so fucking busted. Like, if you want to play a crit build, like a spell crit build, it's like a no-brainer, dude, to go play Blood Mage. So, like, that whole philosophy of, like, oh, we're just going to make it to where it's not the obvious choice. I don't know. It doesn't really work sometimes with, like, with the Blood Mage. Yeah, dude. I really like the Chronomancer idea, like being being able to like manipulate time and shit. Very cool idea, but in practice, not so much. Because that ascendancy is just basically granting you a bunch of skills. It doesn't really do anything to like boost your power. Like you should be getting a massive amount of power from your ascendancy. Like if you have to go run the trial of Sekimas, like you should be getting like a good amount of power from that, and you don't. It feels like, is it even worth running? Where am I going? Dude, this is kind of hard to get used to. After playing on the other fucking characters so long. Games. Oh yeah, I need to fucking make my map bigger, that's why. I do this all the time. Make the map a little bit bigger. Imagine just walking right into a simplex. That'd be so sick. Chaos Orbs, Reckless Defense, Perfect Form. Well, normally what I do in the beginning of the league is I farm them at first. Like I have a certain tree that I build for the Atlas passive tree. So what I'll do is I'll do like essences or betrayal, and but then I spec into No Honor Amongst Thieves, like the nodes at the top to get blueprints, and I'll just run maps while I'm getting my void stones, and I collect blueprints through that. And then by the time I get to actually build my heist character, then I have a bunch of blueprints to run, and then it's just self-sustaining at that point, if that makes sense. Damn, I didn't confirm that one? That's weird. Bro, heist is my favorite, dude. I fucking love this mechanic, dude. It's so fun. I probably bought a lot of your blueprints, dude. Like, I probably bought a gang of them, man. I was buying blueprints like a motherfucker. I don't know how many inventories full of blueprints I bought. Dude, I found 2 simplexes, though. I found 2 simplexes within, like, a couple days of each other. It's pretty cool. Yeah, bro, I love it. I think it's the best mechanic hands down in the game. A lot of people don't, dude. A lot of people don't like it. But that's what's great about this game, dude, is like, that's what I love, and that's what I think makes this game a masterpiece, is the fact that you basically make your own game once you get to the end game. Whatever it is that you want to farm, it's up to you. If you want to make a heister, you can make a heister. If you want to make a character that farms 5 ways, you can make a character that farms 5 ways. You can basically do whatever you want. If you want to delve, you can delve. Like, the game doesn't really even start until you get to the end game. And then if you get bored of doing one mechanic, you can make multiple characters that specialize in one mechanic. And then you just keep switching off, you know? That's what makes this game so awesome for me. Whoops. Nice. Dude, I wonder what the percentage of that money came from me. I guarantee you it's not 0. I bought thousands of blueprints, dude, this league. Tempering orb. Gem cutters. No. And this is what I do. This is why I like heist so much, dude, is it's just like constant profit. Like, it might not be that much, but then you hit the jackpot and then you come up, you know? Like, you're always like sustaining blueprints though. I never don't sustain blueprints. Like, I've never run this mechanic and been like, damn, I'm broke now. I can't buy any more blueprints. Like, I always make my money back and then some. Yeah, dude. To each his own, man. Everybody's got their own thing that they like to do in this game, dude. Some people like running Sanctum. Oh, you like Delve? Yeah, Delve's cool. I like Delve. Delve's fun. I played a lot of Delve when I did the Molten Strike build, Connor's build. I think that was in I want to say it was Necropolis League. But I can't remember. I don't even know why I just stopped that trap. What do you farm in the maps? Like, what's your strategy to make currency? There's a divine ball. Okay, that's cool. I bet you never get bored like that. Nice. Yeah, I basically like every league. What I'll do is I'll get my void stones, and then I go level up a ranger if I'm not already playing one, and then I just make a heist build because the heist build's so cheap to put together. Once you hit the movement speed breakpoint, dude, it's on to where it starts feeling comfy. And then I just do this for the rest of the league pretty much. I'll bounce back and forth. Like, I'll make a bosser and shit and go kill some Ubers. But this league, for some reason, dude, I don't know. The bossers I made did not do well. I don't know why. I was trying to make Jung Groans. He had a bosser that was like a really, like a budget one. I don't know. I couldn't figure out what he was doing in the build. It was like Will of the Lords or whatever, a trapper. When he did it, it looked like it was doing a lot of damage. I missed something though. What build do you run to play Ultimatum? You played on a chieftain or what? Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, it's a fun build. I played that before. I'm not a big Righteous Fire enjoyer. It just has really low single target damage, but for Ultimatum, it's actually really good. With enough investment, though, I mean, you can make it good. Dude, Captain Lance has a really good Righteous Fire build, the Mana Stacker one. Dude, it looks like a lot of fun. I want to make a poison, I want to make an elemental poison build somehow with the assassin. I never really tried that after the rework, but I really want to see what they're going to do in 3.28, dude. I think that we're going to get a big rework of a lot of ascendancies. The Mjolnir build, Connor's Mjolnir build is really good. The mana stacking one, the one that's like ball lightning and lightning warp and shit. There's like a couple different variants of it, but that build's really fun. I wish they would give us heist scarabs, dude, but... No, he said that in 3.27, man. Remember? That was what everybody was saying when the patch notes came out. They were like, wait a second. He was supposed to go ballistic this patch. That's what he said. Unless he said it again. I don't know. I just remember him saying that he was going to do that in 3.27. That was like what everybody was saying. Once the patch notes came out, everybody was like, dude, this is not ballistic class balance. Yeah, it's 3.27. No, it wasn't ballistic at all. They barely touched anything. I was like, dude, I'm like, so I have a, when I saw the patch notes, I really, really resisted like putting out a video being like, what the fuck is this? Because it was so light. But dude, there's so many, people get very, very defensive about anything you say negative about either game, Path of Exile 1 or 2. So I just didn't post it, but I was like, dude, this is whack. Like, what the fuck are these patch notes, dude? They barely changed anything. Right, exactly. More ballistic farts. Yeah, dude. They basically just didn't even, I don't know, dude. They just changed the assassin and that was basically it. Everything else just was like, eh, whatever. The tree was cool for leveling, though, through the campaign. And for, like, SSF players, dude, the tree is, like, pretty good. Not for endgame, but for going through the campaign and shit, it's not bad. I don't know what it is, dude. I don't know if you guys have been experiencing this too, but the loading screens in this game have gotten like way worse every league. They just take so long. Damn, all right. I didn't know that. That's cool. I got to get Ziggy on the podcast, dude. I want to talk to that dude. I got to get him on the pod. That's funny. You thought of that the whole time? It was going to be 328? Oh, interesting. Okay, that's kind of ominous. Did he seem, like, happy about it or no? 'Cause you can kind of tell when people say shit like that, their demeanor, whether it's negative or positive. Maybe I'm wrong the whole time, dude, and the golden age is over. Who knows? Oh, okay. Yeah, dude, the load screens are fucking nuts, dude. Every league, it just gets worse and worse and worse. Dude, Path of Exile 2's loading screens are fucking wild, and I don't have, like, a shitty rig either. My rig's pretty decent. But it's, I know a lot of people have, like, very bad performance issues with both games. It's very resource dependent, this game. Yeah, it's pretty wild. Yeah, dude, maybe it's a language barrier thing. Maybe ballistic out there means they barely touch it. He's like, yeah, we're gonna go ballistic on class balance, and like that just means he's not gonna do anything in New Zealand. Imagine. that was a safe. Now you just run through this shot. I don't know why I did that. Yeah, I don't know. Do you my PC runs PoE2 good like once it loads, but it's just the loading screens that just take for fucking ever, dude. Yeah, dude. See, that's what happens when you play this game, dude. It's like you just start missing it. That's what happens to me, dude. I get like, I'll go play another game, even if it's like a brand new league release or a season release of another game. I still am like, damn, dude. I kind of want to go play a PoE 1. It's like, I don't know, dude. This game's just got me. And like I have another idea too for another build that I want to try in this league, dude. And the league's like, I don't know how many months old now? 3 months old, and I still have new builds I want to try. Like I have an Inquisitor build that I really want to build. I also want to try a Poison Elemental build. There's just so many things that I want to do. The only reason they know it exists is because of Path of Exile. That's the only thing that ever put New Zealand on the map. Imagine. Everybody's like, wait, you never been to New Zealand? What's that? Dude, come on, Path of Exile. Oh, yeah. No, I've never been there before. Oh, shit, I went the wrong way again. Wrong way again. Yeah, dude, it's all about Path of Exile. Damn, there's a lot of stacked decks in this one. It's full reveal. Yeah, you never really hear about them doing shit in the news, huh? New Zealand? To be honest with you, dude, I don't know if I've ever heard of New Zealand being mentioned in the news. When was the last time you heard of New Zealand doing something that was newsworthy? Aside from Path of Exile. Nah, that was a while ago, though. I mean, that was a long time ago, dude. Fuck, dude, I think I was like... I can't even remember how old I was when that fucking movie came out. More sheep than people. Are there a gang of sheep out in New Zealand, or what? Is that what they're known for? Yeah, I bet it's fucking gorgeous out there, though. Let's see. Damn, bro, look at that shit. Obviously, this shit's like touched up, but damn, that looks fucking dope. I rock climb, dude. So I top rope, rock climb, and I bet there's some badass fucking climbing out here, dude. Look at this shit. Damn. I want to go check it out. I wonder how much is it to fly out there, but I wonder. When are they doing Exile Con again? Does anybody know if they're doing Exile Con? Oh, that's not bad at all, dude. It's only $6.15. That's the fly in Auckland. Where are they located? Where's Grinding Gears games at? It is in Auckland. That's where the airport is. That's where the cheap flights are. I wonder when they're going to do another Exile Con. If they do another Exile Con, dude, I'm going out there 100%. I'm going to film the whole thing. Oh, for the PoE 2 launch? You think that's going to be the last one that they do, or no? I don't know, dude. I don't think the game's going to be released at the end of the year. Do you? We'll go open up these stack decks here in a minute. I don't know, dude. That's well, then you just finished the campaign decently. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, maybe they can do it. Just not release all the ascendancies. Dude, Mark said that the end game is going to be like Path of Exile 1's, but better. That's what he said. The same guy that told us he was going to do ballistic class balance said that the end game is going to be better than PoE 2 or PoE 1. He said it's going to be similar though, which means that there's going to be like an Atlas progression. So, you know, take that for what it is, I guess. He said that, I don't know, dude. I think what they're going to do is they're going to do an Atlas progression system. So hopefully we see something, yeah, no. They're very smart. They're very smart guys, dude. Very, very fucking savvy. I was listening to some of their talks, like at the Game Developers Conference. They know exactly. They know what's up. You know what I mean? They're very, very intelligent. So I do have faith in them. I just think that right now they are experimenting with with Path of Exile 2, and I think it'll get its footing eventually. But let's just hope it's sooner rather than later. Yeah, PoE 2 does have a very long way to go. But didn't Path of Exile 1 take a very long way too? It took a long time, right? Whoever, I can't remember who it was that just said they were playing since beta. Didn't the game was like, wasn't the game very slow and clunky for a long time too before it like got its footing? Not saying that you compare it because PoE is still like relatively new and they've already made this game, so the lessons have already been learned, but still, like, you got to give it a time, I think, to really come into its own. Right, yeah. That's what I thought. So hopefully it doesn't take as long with Path of Exile 2, but, you know, hopefully they learned a lot of lessons along the way. It just makes me a little bit nervous when I hear people say things like, why are they making this mistake again? We already tried this in Path of Exile 1. See, I wasn't around for any of that, so I don't know, like, what mistakes they're really referring to. But I see that's like a common sentiment that I see, is that they're making similar mistakes that they've already made in the past, which is kind of weird. Way slower and way clunkier. Yeah, I've seen some old footage of it. Yeah, it looked pretty rough, dude. They're reinventing the wheel for no reason. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, a lot of the, like I mentioned that in the video, I was saying like a lot of things seemed like they changed just for the sake of changing, right? Like it didn't really seem like there was a big like motivator behind the changes. It was just like, oh, we just don't want this to be like PoE 1. Let's Vol Orb this Dream Feather real quick, see if we can get a Resolute technique. Oh, Onslaught. Nice. Making the same mistakes, thinking about a deeper understanding of progressive development. Yeah, possibly. That's always possible. I mean, you know, there's always nuance behind everything, right? I'm sure it's not as simple as like, oh, we just don't know what we're doing, you know, or anything like that. I'm sure they have like a design philosophy that they're trying to stick to, and, you know, they're going to hold on to that as long as they can. See, I can't even imagine how difficult it would be to develop 2 games like this. Yeah, I don't understand the well, dude. What's up with the well? Why don't your charms and flash just refill? I don't. Why do you got to go refill them? Is it like a thematic thing? Is that why they wanted to do that? Like I just don't get that. It's weird, right? Or am I just tripping? That's the same thing as like Diablo having to like repair your gear. Like having durability on the gear. Like I understand thematically why it's like that, but it's, I don't know, it's annoying. Yeah, it does in Diablo 2, it does. I just meant Diablo 4, really. Dude, there's so many good systems in Diablo 2 still to this day. Dude, those guys, like, man, they shot that. They did real good when they developed that game. It was like really groundbreaking for its time. They were so far ahead of their time, dude. It's pretty wild. Let me sell these things. D4 doesn't exist. That's pretty funny, dude. Man, I don't know, bro. I still hold out hope sometimes, but it's probably misguided. It's just because it's nostalgic, you know? Like, Diablo is just such a big part of my childhood that I don't want to see the game just, like the new iteration of the game, I don't want to see it suck, dude, you know? I really want that game to succeed so bad. It's so misguided, dude. That's some copium for you right there. Yeah, no, they had brought that up in Cal Torak's podcast, dude. They were saying, because Dead Rabbit's never played it, and he was saying, dude, if you play it, you'll actually have fun the first time through. It just gets very repetitive. It's not a blaster game. It just gets very, very repetitive very quickly. And it just showers you with loot, dude. Like, there's really no, like, crafting system. There's no nuance to, like, collecting items. Every item you have is a legendary. Like, I don't know. They really need to bring back the old systems from D2, dude. Like, let us, like, craft items with rares and use runes and make, like, good items. They need to bring that system back into the game. D3, dude. I remember getting D3, and then they had the real money auction house. I was like, what the fuck is this? Dude, are you serious? You can just like play this game and sell items for real money? Like, what the fuck? I was very, very shocked at that. I did not know what to think of it. Dude, D3 was fun, don't get me wrong. I liked it, dude. I still go back and play it sometimes. I play it every now and again. Not all the time, but, you know, every now and then. I like the one season that they do that turns the weapons, like, ethereal, I think is what it's called. It enables some, like, pretty wild builds. Or some good builds. It's pretty fun. Every now and then, again, dude, it's fun to go play it. Oh, I bet. For $1.25? That's fucking funny, dude. Dude, what happened? Damn, it only took you $1.25 to just wreck the whole game, huh? Yeah, well, the thing is, dude, is it was such a divergence from Diablo 2 that a lot of people, it just left a bad taste in a lot of people's mouth. Like, it looked very arcadey and like cartoonish, and Diablo 2 was like dark and like, you know, like very gothic. And I don't know, it just, you know, Diablo 3 just seemed like a cartoon. No, I don't think so, dude. Path of Exile 2 is pretty fucking dark, man. Like, you see Titties McGee when she hops out of the filth pool, and then she squeezes like mud out of her tits, and then she eats it. That's pretty fucking sick, dude. Like, there's some fucked up shit in that game. Oh, the divergence. Oh, sorry, man. I thought you were talking about like the cartoon style of the game. Yeah, I don't know. Probably. Yeah, probably what's gonna happen. But it'll gain its own player base over time. You know, if that's what it has to be, that's what it has to be. I'm not married to the idea that Path of Exile 2 has to be the game for me. I don't stream full time, so it's not like it's gonna affect me. It's not going to affect my content creation schedule. I just won't. If it ends up being not the game for me, then I just won't play it. Was that it? No, wait, that wasn't it, was it? Holy shit, that was fast. Okay. Imagine. Yeah, that's what my ex-girlfriend looks like. Damn, you don't like Diablo 2? That's wild, bro. Hey, to each his own though. Everybody's got their own taste, you know? Different strokes for different folks. That's what makes the world such a cool place, dude. Is we're all different. Yeah, I think you're one of the first people I've ever talked to that says that they like Diablo 3 better than Diablo 2. Now that I think about it. That's pretty wild, dude. Holy shit. I think you're the first person I've ever talked to that says that. No, I was talking about Muzz. Muzz said you didn't like Diablo 2, you like Diablo 3. Yeah, people do need to relax about video games for sure, bro. Yeah. Facts. That's crazy. I like the fact that people get tribal over video games still blows my fucking mind, dude. It's like, bro, it's a goddamn video game. It's not that serious. People act like they you insulted their mother or something when you criticize the game. It's pretty wild. And this like I think they knew what they were doing, bro. They had to have known that the base of PoE 1, like a lot of people weren't going to like the way that the game was, because all they did was just drive a wedge between the community. Like there's some people that love the game and some people that absolutely hate it. It's like I can't tell which group is bigger. Probably the people that like it's a little bit bigger than the people that hate it, but I don't know, dude. I can't help but think that they knew that what they were doing. I think honestly they were just trying to open it up to a new audience, but because Path of Exile 1 has the PhD stigma, like you need a PhD to play this game, which is not true. I don't have a PhD. I have a bachelor's degree and that's it. So obviously all right, let's go open up these stack decks. Let's see if we got something good. Best quality of life feature that they added in 3.2.7 was this. Opening up stacked decks on the floor. With one click. Right, yeah, you got more important shit going on. Are we gonna get anything, dude? Are we gonna get a tink? No, doesn't look like it. I don't know, dude. Sometimes I get some really good divination cards out of these chests. That's why I always stop. Last time I got a House of Mirrors, dude. I got a fucking House of Mirror card out of the divination chest in Heist. Oh, there we go. Sephiroth. Nice. The Fortunate. Alright, that's it. We got Sephiroth and Fortunate. Not bad, though. What's the... I wonder what the economy looks like right now. In the regular league. Damn, look at that, dude. Hold on. Wait. 145. Holy shit. Dude, it looks like the economy has remained stable throughout the entire league. That's wild, dude. I think that asynchronous trade really saved this game, dude, the league. You've never gotten a mirror? Oh, the economy is washed out, really? For heist drops? Let's see. What is a simplex amulet going for right now, non-mirrored? $120? Oh, this has influence. Let's say influence, no influence. These have influences on them. Where is, isn't there an option to look for influence or no? Oh, here we go. 190 divine. Or 300 divine. Holy shit. For the non-influence one? People are selling. Damn, there's only that many on the market? Holy shit. All right. I'm going to start my other character, dude. I want to make this other character really bad. I think, let's see, what do I have left for currency? Oh, shit. How the fuck do I only have one divine? What? Oh, you know what, dude? You know what I did? I forgot. I forgot. Let me show you what I did real quick. Let me take this off real fast. I forgot I dumped all of my currency into this fucking accuracy stacker. And I dumped like 2 mirrors, or like a mirror into this build. I can't remember how much. It was a lot, though. And it's still not nowhere close to being done, dude. That's the crazy thing about it. It is up 24%, but level 85 is down 26. Okay. Bro, this build is fucking bananas, though. This build is like, it's I don't know if you guys have seen this shit yet, dude, but this shit's wild. I'm sure you have if you followed the meta in this league at all, but this is a lot of fun. Dude, this build is so much fun, dude. I love it. It's so fast. What the fuck? It's so funny, dude. Dude, this build, you could go like, I don't even know. You could farm so fast with this fucking build. It's crazy. It's the Flicker Strike build, dude. The accuracy stacker. It's the now you see him, now you don't build, dude. Dude, I don't know, man. I love making builds like this. Shit's so fun to play. Yeah, dude, you might. I'm sorry if I should have given you guys the warning if anybody's epileptic in the chat. I should have warned you guys before I did that. Do I need to? Immortal Call needs to be cast and damage taken needs to be okay. No, that's right. I believe. Yes. Damn, I need to lower that to 10, I think. Yeah. Yeah, dude. It does, dude, it... Oh, these are the Foulborn Hand of Thought and Motion. So you get 5% increased accuracy rating per 25 intelligence. And then you use the Storm Rider boots because these give you lightning damage per accuracy, per 200 accuracy. And then, so you just stack intelligence. And right now, I only have 2,200. I've seen certain builds have like 4,000, and the build just does like hundreds of millions of damage. But dude, it does really, really good. I mean, let's do a T17 real quick. We don't want to run Reflect Fizz. Oh no, we can. We can run Reflect Fizz. Never mind. Oh no, we can't run a Reflect Elemental though. Drowning Orbs, baby, my favorite. Let's go. Dude, this build right here, you can dump mirrors and mirrors into this shit. It's crazy, dude. The ceiling for how much investment is that this build like can handle is crazy. Like I'm like mirrors deep into this build, and I'm not even near to where it can be. But it just wipes the floor with the entire game, so it's pretty fun. And then doing the when you get the temples, it's pretty fun, dude. The only problem is you can flicker away from Aelith, and so sometimes she gets hurt, but then you get right back to her pretty fast. So. Because you'll flicker all the way to the end of this fucking line right here, and then like you'll end up all the way on the other side of the map. You just gotta go all the way back. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh damn, I almost got in the Drowning Orb. Do you see that shit? Ooh. No, I can't do all mods, dude. It's still lacking defense, so that's the thing. Like, you can get it way more defensive. And you can get it way more defensive, but it's still not, it doesn't do near as much damage as it should. But I just wanted to show that to you guys real quick, because it's kind of funny. I need to craft. These were the last things that I needed to craft for it. Were the helical rings. Oh, and I needed to craft a simplex. I ran out of money though. All right, fellas. Well, check it out. I'm doing the debate with Talkative Try on Wednesday, so you guys should all be there if you can. I'm gonna be back on because I didn't. I only streamed for like today was the only day I streamed this week, and I'm gonna be back on tomorrow. So let me see if. Oh damn, there's nobody even on. All right, well, that's it for me, guys. I'm gonna call it a night, but I'll be back on tomorrow night, so y'all can come back by, hang out. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Y'all have a good night.